Yay! Aloha, people. I'm gonna share my top 5 herbal books that I recommend for people who are just hearing the plants call on them for the first time and just are really interested in herbalism or with the magic of what plants can do. And yeah, the first book I want to talk about is by one of my teachers, David Hoffman, and it's called The Elements of Herbalism. It's a book that I picked up at the thrift shop maybe like 5 years ago or something when I first started to get into plants and, you know, the healing powers of them. And what I love about this is like one of my first books ever was how he got to the point of what is herbalism, what are herbs, how do herbs work in the body, how can I incorporate herbs in my personal care and my self-practice, how can you use herbal medicine alongside conventional medicine, and kind of just digs into just the basics of herbalism, and also teaches you how to prepare them and use them, and just one of the best like first books ever in my opinion, and I'm so blessed to have come across it at the thrift shop for $1. Second book I want to talk about is it's called Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide by Rosemary Gladstar, and she is a woman that I'm very, very inspired by and how in touch she is with the natural world. And I actually went to the school to study herbs that she founded in the 70s, and she gets into 33 herbs in this book, and herbs that you already have mostly in your kitchen cabinet, like most likely, not all of them, but things like cayenne and garlic and ginger and just easy like home cabinet remedies, what you can do. There's some recipes like dandelion pesto, and you know, just like beautiful homegrown medicinal book, how to grow them, like what parts are used, the safety factors, like herbs for children. Yeah, that's a really good beginner book as well. Third book, I absolutely love this book. It's called Body into Balance by Maria Noel Groves, and this is like I love it so much. I was a kinesiology major in college and have this like fascination with the physiology and anatomy of the body. And she really breaks it down into body systems and how to restore gut health and what's happening in your digestive system in a really basic way that makes it really easy to digest. And then she kind of pairs the body system with a category of herbs that pertain to it. So for example, if she talks about like restoring the nervous system, she'll talk about what is an adaptogen. Adaptogen, you know, is helping the body adapt to environmental and physical stressors, and then we'll give you beautiful photo or illustration of the herbs that are adaptogens and how they can specifically tend to this body system. So for example, like immune stimulants and antimicrobials, she'll give like a beautiful a picture of a bunch of herbs that fit into that category. And I don't know, I just love this book so much. And yes, this is actually a video for not just beginners but herbalists of all levels too can benefit from these books as well, of course. Fourth book is by one of my favorite herbalists, James Green, and he has a book called The Herbal Medicine Making Handbook, and this is the medicine making aspect of herbal medicine. So the extractions, the solvents, what is an infusion, what is a decoction, how do you make a tincture, what's a percolation, you know, how do you make a syrup, and just has such a beautiful approach to herbal medicine as well. And I definitely recommend the Medicine Making Handbook. He teaches you how to do like folk medicine, which is kind of just like throwing herbs into a jar and macerating, or kind of gives you the scientific way of doing them as well, which is my favorite way of doing them. And last but not least, the book that has touched my spirit the most of all is kind of the more esoteric element to herbalism, and which is the lens in which I connect with the natural world, and kind of more of the metaphysical physical aspect of their spiritual properties and how they can affect the human body on a vibrational level. And so this book I found in a Southern Oregon in a random bookstore, metaphysical bookstore in Ashland, and I actually led an herb walk on the information in this book, which is a channeled text. This is a book that has been channeled, trance-channeled by Guru Das, and essentially it begins by getting into the historical uses of herbs through ancient Lemuria and Atlantis and China and Egypt, and just how these herbs were utilized for thousands of years on a spiritual level, and you know how they would use passion flower to close ceremonies, and but then also gets into things like the negative thought patterns and how that can implement diseases, and it's also getting into he gets into crystals and flower essences, and just really focusing on the vibrational essence of herbs and how they affect us and other plants and animals spiritually. I just find it so mind-blowing, and it's really what drives me to continue to study, is just more of what happens on an energetic level when these, and what's possible for healing when we put these herbs into our body, and how we tune into the reciprocal relationship with plants. So I tried making this really short video so it's easy to listen to and watch, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I hope you have a really beautiful day and the rest of your week and month and life. Blessings from Southern California.